Good evening and welcome to Jeo Tv Online News at 9. I'm Anifat Ismail. The news headlines. Tinubu approves 16.7 billion naira for urgent construction of Makwa Bridge. Federal government asks 55 northern communities to relocate over flooding. National Assembly Committee orders emergency renovation of River Secretariat. Federal government meets oil and gas sector revenue benchmark for 2025. IG orders review of Amnesty International report on Southeast killings. The WAC Foundation launched in Ilorin. Seeks support for youth empowerment. ECO threatens to sanction officers over repeated jailbreaks. National security goes beyond weapons, Ribadu says. Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has approved the immediate release of 16.7 billion naira for reconstruction of the Makwa Bridge in Niger State, months after it was washed away by flooding. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, announced the approval on Saturday in Abakaliki after meeting with the Minister of Works, Senator Dave Umahi. The minister said the funding approval demonstrated the Tinubu administration's responsiveness to critical infrastructure emergencies. The federal government has warned that 13 states and the Federal Capital Territory may experience heavy rainfall that could lead to flooding between August 15 and 19, 2025. The government advised residents of communities along the River Benue floodplain to evacuate due to rising water levels. This is according to an alert from the National Flood Early Warning Centers of the Federal Ministry of Environment on Friday. The House of Representatives Ad hoc Committee on River State Emergency Rule has mandated the immediate renovation of the dilapidated State Secretariat complex. The committee also orders the immediate relocation of civil servants who they said are working in hazardous environments. The directive followed an emergency inspection tour led by committee chairman Professor Julius, who assessed both Secretariat and the Stored River State as an assembly project. The federal government has announced that for the first time in many years, it has met with the oil and gas sector revenue benchmark for 2025 after several years of struggle. The cheering news by the spokesman of the executive chairman, Federal Inland Revenue Service, Dr. Dare Adekombi, was attributed to the sustained peace in the Niger Delta region, which he credited to the efforts of various security agencies and firms vested with the protection of the government's investments. The Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Egbetokun, has ordered a review of reports by Amnesty International alleging the extrajudicial killings and human rights violations in the Southeast. The 128-page report, titled "A Decade of Impunity: Attacks and Unlawful Killings in Southeast Nigeria," accused the Nigerian police force and other security agencies of committing abuses in the region. In a statement on Saturday, the force public relations officer, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, said the IG directed relevant departments and field formations to conduct a line-by-line assessment of the report. The Damilola Wale Aremu Charitable Foundation was officially launched on Saturday with a fundraising project at the Banquet Hall, Ilorin, Kwara State. The event, in commemoration of the International Youth Day, brought together dignitaries, community leaders, philanthropists, youth, and stakeholders, all united by a shared vision of empowering young people and giving them a stronger voice in nation building. Speaking at the event, the founder, Damilola Wale Aremu, said the foundation was established to bridge the gaps limiting youth from achieving their full potential, while also promoting access to education, mentorship, and socio-economic opportunities.
This moment represents the realization of the vision born out of passion, concern, and unwavering commitment. A desire to create something truly remarkable, meaningful to the community, particularly those that are long overdue and are overlooked. I welcome you today, not merely as attendees, but as funding witness and future partners to this collaboration and vital mission.
Damilola said the theme reflects the urgency of empowering young people to take their rightful place in shaping society.
Our theme today, the missing middle, the youth bridging the gap, as with power and possibilities. It captures one of the essential truths that led to the creation of this foundation. Young people are not without power. They are simply underutilized. They are the bridge between where we are and where we must be. Yet, far too often, they find themselves stuck in the middle, brimming with potentials, but lacking the resources, support, or platform needed to transform the potential into progress.
The founder also expressed the foundation's determination to increase health awareness, ensure access to quality healthcare, and economically empower underserved communities.
At the Work Foundation, we are determined to change this. Our mission is to increase health awareness, ensure access to quality health care, and economically empower the underutilized and undeserved community. These are not just abstract targets or policy points, they are lifelines. They are personal and they are urgent.
Present at the event are the Speaker of Kwara State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Salu Yakubu Danladi.
It's a step forward for the younger generation. I will thank you for this initiative, Princess Damilola Wale Aremu, for bringing this initiative back to Kwara State and back to our doorsteps. Our prayers is God should give you the way for the less privileged to benefit from this foundation. May God Almighty guide you on all your doings. Thank you for organizing this program.
Commissioner for Communications, Mrs. Bola Olukoju, who commended the initiative and pledged support to advance the foundation's objectives, stressing that investing in young people is key to securing a prosperous future for Kwara State and Nigeria at large.
Everything in terms of healthcare, in terms of providing sustainability for its citizens. But we do appreciate when individuals, when foundations, NGOs show support, and we will definitely help and see how we can provide a leverage grant for them to thrive. So I would like to commend you for this particular foundation in helping us to enhance health awareness, ensuring access to healthcare, particularly in the undeserved communities across Kwara State. We're very proud of you, Ms. Damilola, for this good initiative, and I want everybody to join hands and make sure that it's sustainable and it will thrive always.
The event, which featured panel session and raffle session, also had an attendance of Owalobo of Obayogule, Oba Engineer Samuel Olu, Honorable Kayat Shitu, Prince Sunday Fagbemi, among others. The Nigeria Correctional Service has warned that officers found negligent in their duties will face sanctions following a series of jailbreaks that have rocked custodial centers across the country. The Controller General of NCOS, Sylvester Uwakuchi, attributed the jailbreaks to the lackadaisical attitude of some officers, warning that negligence will no longer be tolerated. Speaking during the decoration of 30 newly promoted Assistant Controller Generals of Corrections in Abuja on Friday, Uwakuchi condemned what he called lackadaisical attitude of some zonal coordinators, state controllers, and custodial center officers, which he said had contributed to repeated security breaches. The National Security Advisor to President Bola Tinubu, Nuhu Rabadu, has noted that national security is beyond arms and ammunition, but about human security. Rabadu stated this at the second edition of the Association of Telecommunication Companies of Nigeria strategic meeting with stakeholders on the executive order for critical national information infrastructure held in Abuja. Speaking through the Deputy Director Strategy, Office of the National Security Advisor, Rabadu noted that the company of all major stakeholders, including security agencies, operators, and government, will ensure the protection of the national information infrastructure. Come to the end of Just Events Online Weekend News at 9. Here's the recap of the story. Tinubu approved 16.7 billion naira for urgent reconstruction of Makwa Bridge. Federal government asked 55 northern communities to relocate over flooding. National Assembly Committee orders emergency renovation of Rivers Secretariat. Federal government meets oil and gas sector revenue benchmark for 2025. IG orders review of Amnesty International report on Southeast killings. The WAC Foundation launched in Ilorin. Seeks support for youth empowerment. ANCOS threatens to sanction officers over repeated jailbreaks. National security goes beyond weapons, Rabadu says. Thank you for watching Just Events Online News. Remember, if you want something done well, do it yourself. For more news, visit www.justeventsonline.com, and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Just Events Online. You can also send us an email on justeventsonline@gmail.com. I'm Anifat Ismail. Good night.